So I'm sitting here at Naugatuck State Forest. You hear that? Hear the water just going down peacefully, effortlessly. It knows that there's no end to where it can go, and it just keeps flowing and flowing and flowing. It doesn't stop for the rock. It doesn't get hesitant for the obstacles in front of it. And at times in life, we allow the little things that really have no real hold in our lives, we allow it to take a hold of who we are and where we're going. And sometimes we allow small little details that really don't mean anything stop us from where we're supposed to go and we're meant to be at. I know that a lot of people are not gonna agree with me on the path that I'm taking in my life, and that's okay, because I feel that this is what I'm meant to do, and this is what I was created by God to do. I'm not labeling myself as anything because I don't know what that is. All I do know is that I'm a child of God, and that the more I sit back and I look at His creations and I look at how nature interacts with each other, the more I know that I'm going down the right path. There is a lot of unknown. There will be a lot of challenges ahead, but I cannot and I will not allow that to stop me. People are going to completely fall out of my life. People are going to completely think that I've gone dark or evil or I'm worshiping the devil or whatever it is. But to be honest with you, there's really not much more that I can do but to be truth to who I am and to be truth to what God, I feel personally, that God is leading me to do. There are things that are unexplainable, things that I cannot explain, because there are things that have been with me since as long as I can remember. There are things that I am able to see, hear, and do, and it is quite a different dynamic when you have narcolepsy and you have certain hallucinations and things like that. But there's a difference between hallucination and whatever it is that I'm feeling or that I'm seeing or that I'm hearing. And I think that has been the longest battle, is trying to figure out what it is, and trying to get to the core of it. And God is just telling me, just trust me. And that's what I'm doing. I'm trusting Him and moving forward. I'm not allowing the rocks to stop me anymore, the obstacles, whatever you want to call it. I am moving forward, and I'm just going to allow God to use me in whatever way it is that He wants to use me. At times we have to go down certain path to either learn or to help others, or to just be that anchor for people to hold on to, and to kind of try and find their own truth or whatever it is that they feel that God is calling them to do. We spend way too many times in other people's truth and what other people feel that is going on in your life. And regardless of how much they tell you that their truth is your truth, it just doesn't sit well with you. And for a very long time, the truth that I've been living is the truth of someone else, the truth that someone else has dictated upon my life. And I have allowed that to lead me to places where I never really wanted to go. I battled myself for years thinking that I was completely evil because of the things that I am able to do, but I'm not. If you are to ask me to believe what's in the Bible and to believe what all the miracles and all the things that were done by the prophets and by Jesus, then how is it that if I'm able to have some of those gifts, if you want to call them that, why is it evil? Because I wasn't in that time. You can't just assume that because you have gone through school or you have dabbled in different things that you know more than others. If we do take a look back at the prophets, and like I said, I haven't read the entire Bible, let's be honest. But from what you learn when you go to church and stuff like that, they were regular people. God did not use the church or people from the church. Now, with that being said and with that in mind, I am not saying that people from church or people that claim or that sees themselves or label themselves as certain things are not that. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is that a piece of paper or recognition from certain societies or communities or whatever you want to call them does not guarantee that you are who you are. You are who you are in God's eyes. And a lot of us get stuck in formality and in channels that we want to stick to because it's easier, because it's better to blame other people for our failures. It's better to blame other people for our own actions and for the path that we have taken, when in reality, every single time you made a choice, it was made by free will. And the more that you stay stuck in that, in looking at the past and revisiting everything that has happened, you will not, well, I will not move forward, because every time that I allow everyone else's truth to creep into my head, the fear, the anxiety, that overwhelming feeling of not being in control of my life comes over. And, of course there's going to be misinterpreted information when I talk, because I've gotten to the point that, yes, I do think before I talk. I think about the logic of what I'm trying to communicate, but I really don't write down as much as like the words that I should avoid. So if you hear me saying something and then further on correcting myself as to, or trying to explain more what I meant, that's where it's coming from. When I say, yourself, and, throughout this entire process, I will be not dabbling, but I will be looking into different religions. So there's going to be a lot of research that is going to go on through this process. Meaning I am going to, read the entire Bible. It might take some time because, I sleep a lot. But that is one of the main things. will be reading other religious books to and these are not going to be done in with any religious leaders at all. This is going to be done in my personal safe space, which is my home, and this is going to be done with what I feel I need to do. Meaning, I'm not. No, baby, we're going this way. We're going this way because we're going back to the car. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog. So this is going to be reading the Bible, and like I said, other religious books. Getting my understanding of it from what I believe God is trying to show me before I look into references that other people have had, especially different religious factors, people from the same religion or people from other religion have had, to see if there's a link that we can find, or that I can find, into where it kind of just shows everyone that regardless of the religion that you follow, and regardless of what you choose to call God, or what you choose to call Jesus, or what you choose to, whatever it is that you believe in, that in the end of the day, we are all created and put in this world by the one true creator. And because of our inconsistency of wanting to open up our minds and allow us to see other people's point of view and to want to understand what they're saying and where they're coming from, we have allowed such a huge division in our human race that has gone down from generation to generation, from people believing that certain races, certain cultures, certain colors, certain hair color, certain texture, certain backgrounds, certain everything are better than others. The certain religion, and let's be honest, if we look, people love to talk about, the great things in religion. But nobody talks about the bad that came with it. And if you really look into it, by digging our path, is that we're allowed to accept who we truly are, accept what we have truly believed and followed for so many years. And that sense of knowing of who you are will allow you to become closer to God, because you are no longer just following the good aspects of the religion. You are no longer just shining on the good parts of religion, but you're saying, look, this is what I follow, this is what I believe in, and this is wait, Buster, wait, and not sell it with just, God, our God loves all, our God is this, and our God is going to lead everybody to our religion. But admit that when the religion that you are currently following was built, hundreds of thousands of millions, if not, millions of people died to follow what they truly believed in. So if religion was built on blood, on sacrifice, on pain, on sorrow, on ego, basically, then how can we trust that any one particular religion is the true religion? That's really my question. That is my drive, if you may say, because I choose to no longer follow anyone blindly. I choose to no longer believe someone else's truth because they are adamant or trying to find a word. I can't find a word right now. Go, puppy. I'm like trying not to fall off these rocks and stuff as I'm hiking. But I choose not to just follow blindly or believe blindly in people. And when I say people, it means religion. I will follow blindly. I will follow without any questions or fear God, or whatever title you choose to use for him. And I say that from the bottom of my heart because, you know, every single time that I have tried to speak openly about how I feel, God gives me signs. And they're not just the Bible. He has led me to scriptures from other religion that it has dawned on me like, whoa, isn't that like, and then I'll forget, obviously, because I'm like so terrible with remembering chapters and verses in the Bible. But he'll lead me to verses or, scriptures in other books that basically have the same meaning as the Bible. So how is it that we have different religions that believe in the same exact thing, but they cannot coincide with one another? Like, that just kind of blows my mind away. So, what we have to understand is that people like to say that the Bible was written by God, which it wasn't. The people who wrote different chapters in the Bible wrote the Bible by means of communication with God. But if you really think about it, those communications, a lot of them were dreams or visions that they saw. And in order for them to follow Jesus, they had to have had some type of internal I don't want to say like approval. I'm trying to look for another word for approval. Of security, of knowing that he was who he said he was. And I feel that's why they chose prophets that were not, in essence, religious, because the religion or the people in religion at the moment would not have believed that he was who he said he was, because of the simple fact that they had a prejudgment of who he was supposed to be, of how he was supposed to come into earth, of how things were supposed to evolve. And I believe that that is one of the reasons why there are so many confusion with everything. And like I said, I am not an expert. I do not have any religion background as far as like studying religion. I am just going by my personal experiences in religion and stuff like that, and what I think is going on. So see you guys later.